Hi everyone, it's Gina from Gina K Designs and welcome back to another 5-minute card video. Today I'm going to show you how to use the perfect poinsettia layering stencil set that comes inside the Winter Foliage kit. This stencil set is so easy to line up. You won't have any trouble at all. So I'm going to begin with a piece of white cardstock that I cut to 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. I'm taking just a little bit of washi tape and I'm putting it on the back in a loop, and then I'm tacking it down to this piece of cardstock. You can do the same thing by tacking it down onto a glass mat or whatever work surface you like. Then I'm going to place my first layer of this stencil onto the cardstock and secure it with some washi tape. You want to make sure that the writing on the bottom of the stencil is face up and it's at the bottom. Now the first color that I'm going to use is light spruce. I never thought that I would love a poinsettia colored in all greens like this, but the spruce collection is absolutely amazing with this stencil set. So I'm inking up around the perimeter of this first stencil, making sure that I go a little bit heavy along the petals. And once I have all of the petals done, I'm going to work my way in a circular motion toward the center, and I'll be getting a little bit lighter as I go into the center area. And you can see I'm using a fairly light stroke there so I don't get any blotchiness in the center of that stencil. I love the way the brush catches those edges. So now I'm going to use the second stencil, and this is again so easy to line up. Just make sure that nothing is extending outside of the larger petals. But if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter because there's no die cutting for this one, and everything just lines up so easy, you'll see. Now the color that I'm using here is the medium spruce, and I'm working it into all of those open areas. I love the way these 3 spruce colors work together to create the perfect amount of shading for this poinsettia. Now once I have all of that done, I'm going to remove this stencil, and then I'm going to get part 3. Now part 3 has 2 different designs on it. It's got the center of the flower, and then it also has the little dots, as you can see off to the bottom there. I'm only going to use this centerpiece, and I'm using the same color, the medium spruce. And instead of inking up the little dots, I'm going to use embellishments instead. But if you wanted to ink them up, you could. I would just suggest using either black, something dark, or maybe some embossing ink, and then emboss with some gold or silver. Now I'm just placing the last piece, the veins, and I'm just concentrating on making sure they line up in the center. As long as they line up in the center, they're going to line up everywhere else. And as long as none of them are extending outside the petals, you're good to go. So I'm using some dark spruce here, and this color is just amazing. It's the perfect color for all of these veins. And once again, I am so excited about the way these greens look on this poinsettia. Try this stencil with all kinds of different color combinations because it really blows your mind how beautiful it looks. And there we go. So there's all those layers. Now I layered that panel onto a black panel and onto a white card base. And then I'm using one of the greetings from the Festive Greetings Sentiment Strips that also comes in the Winter Foliage kit. I cut that out using our Sentiment Strips dies. And now I'm using some Connect glue to add some dots into the center, and I'm going to use our white pearls to accent the center of the flower. These white pearls are just perfect. They're so soft and subtle, and they just make such a nice impact here in the center of this flower. And I decided to use a winter greeting instead of a Christmas greeting because you can use poinsettias all winter long. And there's my finished card project. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's 5-minute card video, and I hope you'll give this one a try. Stay tuned to my channel for more 5-minute card videos and more Stamp and Chat videos too. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.